as the deadline approached to put my name back in, and I was kind of, preparing myself for an election, a couple opportunities came up, and that got me thinking a bit. And also just kind of my family. It's a really demanding life for your family too. And with 3 young boys, 2 of which are at St. Mike's now, one's a teenager, one almost isn't a teenager, you also start to think about, when is it the best time for you to take certain career choices, but also to be around more for them. The things that I think St. Mike's gives young men is that it gives you a sense of confidence and that you're able to carry yourself in certain settings, and that you feel that you can be a leader. And it's not a foreign concept to step forward or step up when needed, whether that's in your community or in a business setting. And so I think St. Mike's instills that. Certainly, if you're, the St. Mike's network never goes away. And it's amazing how that kind of, almost trains you a bit to be a networker for the rest of your life. And so I think that's something that really adds to politics. But at the end of the day, what I hope that people learn at St. Mike's is that you've got to do something more. The same way you say you can't just be an 8:30 to 2:30 student, you've got to do more for your community and for your city or for your neighborhood or your street or whatever it might be, or it's your church or whatever it is. And I think that there's no better kind of career or calling where you can do more and give back. And it's not just about financial reward or personal gain. Academically, it's been really impressive, and I've been pleased with the rigor and the kind of the expectation, because the St. Mike's is often thought of like, oh, it's just a sports school. And I always kind of try to dispel that myth. And I always say like, no, of course sports is part of it. But sports is part of it's a tool to teach. So it's not for the sake of sports, right? Generations of Brazilian priests have used sports to teach goodness, discipline, and knowledge, right? I could argue there's no better place I've learned that than the football field. At the end of the day, what you're trying to do is you're trying to help people, and that's your goal, and you're trying to do it for those reasons. Then you realize that, of course, there's going to be different opinions, and of course, you have to make sure that your voice is heard and your opinion matters and is heard. But you can do that in ways without diminishing the other person. And I certainly think that's something that, I was taught at St. Mike's, and St. Mike's would continue to teach. And the same way you would respect your opponent on the sports field, the same way you would respect other people's opinions in a classroom, the same way you would respect your teachers, that I think you can bring that to politics, and we need more of that in politics.